Hello, greetings from Scotland. My name is Andy, and I have just bought a new sewing machine. I'm really quite excited about this because it's a brand new launch, this machine. Very quickly, I'll just go through a few quick things. If you're thinking about going out there and buying a machine, you're looking online, you're doing everything that I've done, and you just can't make your mind up. What you need to think about is, what do you want that machine to do for you? Okay, and I know loads of other people say it on YouTube. You know, when you're thinking about buying a sewing machine, what do you want the sewing machine to do? You know, and for me, it was about longevity. My partner bought me a sewing machine last year, and it was an entry-level machine because I kind of swithered. I was like, I've always been really creative, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it. And I have a full-time job, and when I come in from work, I want something that's going to switch me off. Okay, and for me, I thought, I'm quite creative, so let's put two and two together, and I'll try it and see how I get on. And I did it, and I've started making quilts. I made Christmas stockings just there. I've had a wee craft fair just here in Scotland. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to try it, and I'd done it for the year, and then it kind of got to the point where, you know what, I'd like to do more. Okay, but what do you want to do? So I wanted to be able to do things like applique. I wanted to be able to do wording. I wanted to be able to do, you know, a multitude of different things. I want something that's going to grow with me as a learner. Because you know, I'm not pretending to be an expert here. You know, I'm going to be learning, and this is part of my journey to learn. And I hope that, you know, you can join me for that. So, I didn't go intending to buy this machine. It was a completely different brand I was wanting to purchase. So I decided probably the best thing for me to do, because it's a considered purchase. You know, when you go to buy a new sewing machine, if you're like me and you've just started out, you know, and you think, gosh, that's a lot of money, you know, the best thing for me to do was to go to an expert. Okay, so I live in Dunfermline in Fife, so you know, I went to someone who was highly recommended to me by someone who already sews. So I went to David Drummond in Haymarket Terrace in Edinburgh. So thinking that this was going to be a really big, you know, I don't know, like a big deal, you know, going to such a big, you know, well-known company. We went into the shop yesterday, and it was David himself that I met, and who is a lovely guy. There was absolutely no I didn't feel pressurised into having to buy a product from him. I also met his daughter, who was there. She was really nice as well. So excellent customer service. It really was. I didn't feel pushed. I didn't, you know, but I did go prepared. You know, I took a list. I took a list of things that I wanted from the machine, because the machine had to work for me. You know, and I also printed off a couple of machines that I had seen on a website, you know, on a shopping channel, and said, look, these are the machines that I'm considering. Can you give me some advice? And he was brilliant. He must have sat with me for a good half an hour, 40 minutes, talking me through. And he said, right, okay, this is what you want. Okay, that machine, you know, and the guy's an expert. He's been doing this for years, you know. So he knows his way around the machines. He knows the build quality of the machine. He knows what I'm going to get out of the machine. So that's where we came across this. The Janome M200 QDC, a brand new machine. It only launched in November in the UK, last November 2017. So, and this is what I'm about to show you, and I am so excited. I know this is open, but I haven't actually lifted the machine out, so you're getting to see my reaction to opening this machine. So my advice to you, if you're considering doing this, is to go to a specialist, to go to a dealer, to go to you know, someone like David Drummond that can give you the best advice for what you want from your machine. Not only that, I also get 2 hours free tuition because I bought my machine from him. And, you know, I'm quite penny savvy. I am. I'm a Scrooge sometimes. you know, there was no pressure. You know, he let me go into my phone, check the prices, you know, and he could beat them, you know, and a lot of the time, you know, your specialists can do that. So it's definitely worth going in. You know, it's only going to take up half an hour of your time, you know. And plus you've got an actual physical person to go to if there's anything you're not sure of, you know. You're not buying from a website or buying from, you know, a website that you don't know where it's coming from, you know. Not that I'm saying that all websites are like that. You've got a receipt, you know, a proper receipt. You've got, you know, proof that you were there. It's just, I feel more confident knowing that, you know, and David and his daughter, who was there, were just so nice and so welcoming. I mean, as soon as we walked in the door, do you want a cup of tea? We're like that. Yeah, that would be amazing. So yeah, we done that. So I'm just going to quickly run through a couple of things with you before we get bashed on and have a wee look at this bad boy in here. So the kind of things that I wanted a computerised machine, I wanted decorative stitches, I wanted it to be durable because I'm quite heavy-handed. I wanted needle up, needle down, I wanted an automatic threader, I wanted a cutter as well, something that's going to cut my thread, because I felt like I was wasting so much thread. And, you know, nothing's worse than having to try and thread a needle on a sewing machine. I wanted something that would do alphanumeric. I wanted it to be affordable. I wanted good quality. I wanted after-sales support. I wanted an extension table. I wanted a hard cover, okay? Which, in fact, none of the machines that I took to him actually had all of those things. But he managed to find that for me. So, now, they deal in a number of different... It's not just Janome. They have Brother, Baby Lock, Bernina, and Path. I might have got that wrong because, as I say, I'm not a pro, okay? I'm completely novice, still learning, okay? Now, this machine comes with 12 feet, okay? What other machine does that? I'm going to read through this list with you, okay? It comes with an all-purpose foot A, okay? An overedge foot C, a zipper foot E, a satin stitch foot F, a blind hem foot G, an automatic buttonhole foot R. You also get your extension table and your hardcover. That's just your standard, okay? That is what comes with the machine as standard. Now, because this is a launch machine, okay, I also got a bonus accessory package included, which is amazing, okay? So I got a 1/4 inch seam foot O, ditch quilting foot S, open toe satin stitch foot F2, a walking foot with a quilting guide, and I got a free motion foot P, okay? That's amazing, okay? And for somebody starting off that wants to take the next level, this is going to be an amazing machine. I know it. I just know it is. I also, before I even shook on it and said that I wanted the machine, he let me have a shot of it, you know? And don't get me wrong, there was two that I was looking at and I was like, oh, but it was when I felt, you could feel the quality, you could feel how quiet it was. It just ran, it was smooth. The automatic needle, it just fitted me perfectly, okay? I promise we're getting close to having a wee look inside, alright? So, last night, I didn't really do much. I know this still looks a bit messy up here, but I decided that I would have a wee clear out. So, I've tidied all of my area, and I've put my old machine way up there in the corner of the screen there. Some old machines sitting up there, because I think it's important that you always have two machines. And it makes sense, because if this one ever goes away for a service and I'm working on a project, you know, that just needs straight stitch, or, you know, I've got a second machine, okay? So, what I've done, now this is another thing David gives you, like, just a kind of quick guide to all the machines. If there's any kind of product, any kind of issues or anything like that, just have a wee read through this. What I've also done is I've put in here basically this is going to be my Bible, okay? But I wanted to show you this, because this is all your stitches that you get with this machine. Okay, I think have I put it around the right way? Yeah, I have. So they got all those buttonholes. There's loads of buttonholes, and I get, that's on my lower case, is it? Yeah, that's upper and lower case. So that's just one side of your card. So I'll show you the other side, and there's some stitches in there that just look absolutely amazing. So there's your different stitches and your stitching card that you get with that as well. So yeah, there's some real decorative ones in there. Alright, I started last night. It's kind of getting a wee bit late, but I sat up in bed and started reading a wee bit of the manual, which I've popped back in there. Another thing as well, I would still recommend reading the manual, okay? And I know to start with, I mean, certainly me, when I started reading that manual, I was like, oh, I know this, you know. But there were things in there I didn't know, okay? Like, I don't know, I know some of you are going to be shouting at the screen just now, but like, if I didn't have the foot pedal in, the start stop button will work. If I do have the foot pedal in this machine, if it's plugged in, I can't use the start stop button. But I didn't know that. See, that would have confused me when I first turned the machine on. Okay, but you also get the DVD with it as well. So I've not watched the DVD, but I think after I do this, it's probably going to be the first thing that I do before I start actually playing around with the machine. So, without further ado, let's have a wee look at the Janome M200 QDC brand new sewing machine. I'm so excited. Right, I'm going to stand out of the way, okay, so that you can kind of make sure that that's in the screen. So it is. I might just move this back a wee bit. Now, I do apologise if you see my derriere. So we've got two big massive pieces of foam here. Now, do not throw these out, okay? Some of you may throw them out. I am not going to throw it out. I'm going to store it away for servicing. So I'm just going to place that over here, okay? Now, in here, we have the all-important instruction manual. So the instruction manual is there. Okay, so I'm going to keep that to the side because I am going to have a proper read of that. Oh, this feels amazing. And there is the extension table, and it's got the Janome logo there. Have I got that upside down? Yes, I have. So you've got your Janome logo on there. Now, you'll have to excuse me. I'm going to lift it out and get rid of the handle. There it is there. I'm going to get rid of this box so that we can kind of make a wee start at looking at this. There's a wee bag here. Now I will do another video once I'm a bit more up to speed with everything. I'll do another wee video to let you all see how I'm kind of getting on with it and how I'm finding the machine itself. I'm not sure if I've got this round the right way or not. And I'll lift this off. Okay, and get rid of that. I think I could probably sit back down now. I'll show you the machine. If I tilt that a wee bit further that way, just bring it forward. This is where, wow. Just look at that. I've never had the feeling that I do have right now. This is just so exciting. Okay, so I'll just give you a quick, in fact, I'll bring the camera round. I'm going to turn this round so that you can see. Is it going to let me do it? No, it's not. Right, so here's all your buttons here. You've got your LCD screen here. Now these are all your different buttons for your width, your length, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches preset on the machine already. You've got along here your automatic needle cutter, needle up, needle down. You've got your lock-in stitch as well, and you've got your back stitch as well as your start stop. Okay, and obviously you've got your variable speed control here as well. On the top of the machine, looking down on it, now, yeah, sorry, this is what I mean. I have not had a proper chance to have a good look at the machine as well. Now, so you've got your bobbin winder here as well. Okay, I think we've all kind of used that before. And it's actually very clear. I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty clear on, so obviously so there's number 1. Okay, and then you would, if you were winding your bobbin, you would follow this diagram here. If you weren't and you were just sewing a machine, you would go down into number 2, 3, 4 loops round there, 5 down here, and then it does have an automatic needle threader as well. Okay, so yeah, there's the machine. You've got a wee storage compartment in here, and look what I've just found. Yep, just found the buttonhole. So yeah, this is amazing, so exciting. And you can drop your feed dogs on this as well. There's a way at the back here that you can do it. But, wow, it's just amazing. So that is kind of, now it also comes with all of these, okay? So in here we've got needles, we've got darning, we've got, there's just so much. There's even bobbins in here as well. So there's just loads. There's so many attachments, and I think you know, I've read them all out to you, so you don't want me to go through that again with you. But yeah, that is the Janome M200 QDC. Please subscribe. Join me on my journey. Like I say, we're all in this, so let's help each other. If anybody wants to leave any comments, I'll answer them. If you want more information or you want me to do another video on more of the functionality of the sewing machine, you know, once I'm up and running with it, I'll be happy to do that. If there's anybody that's out there considering buying the machine, and I'll give you my honest opinion, you know. So far, I mean, I've not turned it on. I've had a shot of it though. I'm really impressed with it. And I'm massively impressed with the service that I received from David Drummond yesterday. And meeting him himself was great. Such a down-to-earth gentleman. Really nice. So I'd highly recommend going there if you're in kind of the central belt of Scotland, or even as far down as the borders. I would still recommend that you consider David Drummond for purchasing your next sewing machine. So I think that's it. Alright, leave a comment, subscribe. I'll try and, like I said earlier in the video, I do work full time, okay, so but I'm going to try and share as many of my projects with you, and as I learn to use the machine, I'll also learn that with you. I'll share that with you as well. Alright, so yeah, it's been lovely doing this. This is my so please excuse, it's very raw, this video. It is only my first attempt at my YouTube, for my YouTube channel, which is So Dapper, So Dapper by Andy. So yeah, give me a wee thumbs up. It would be lovely to see a thumbs up. It would be amazing to see somebody subscribe, and leave a comment, and I'll chat with you. So bye for now. Oh, one other person that I forgot to introduce you to, Yoshi. Yoshi. Yosh. He's been quite shy. You might hear him from time to time. I have a 7-year-old pug and his name's Yoshi, but I'll introduce you to him the next time I see you. So thumbs up from me, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, bye everyone.